This is exactly how you can turn your expertise into an 8K per month online business in 97 days with my process and a little bit of AI tech. And this is all without needing a university degree or any certifications. So to start with a quick case study, this is exactly how I'm personally making 17,000 per month selling my expertise through social media to businesses in need of my service without a university degree or without any starting capital. And to show you proof of this, I'm just going to show you my past 4 weeks. Hopefully you can see this clearly. It's phenomenal what can be done. Okay, so my claim to you, I know with 100% confidence I can help you scale to an 8K per month business in 97 days and to 100K per month in 6 to 12 months. That is a guarantee. If you're a highly skilled 9-to-5er or freelancer wanting to turn your skills into dollars. So the goal of this letter is quite simply that you allow me to turn your expertise into an online business that we can launch and scale to a minimum of 8K per month in approximately 13 weeks. I want to take you through my entire process from start to finish. Note, this is only for people serious about turning their skills into a remote business. You will need to work. There's no question about this. This isn't for people looking to get rich quick with crypto or forex trading. If this is you, turn this off right now because it's not for you. Okay? So, but if you're willing to do the work and you are ready to build a serious freelancing empire without struggling to find leads, competing on sites like Upwork and Fiverr, or competing on prices, then read on and study this document. This is for you if you have expertise in any industry and want to scale your income exponentially by leveraging new technology. Basically, a fancy way of saying scaling to 8K per month rapidly using my process, the internet, and my digital marketing strategy. This is for you if you ever considered or attempted to start a freelance business outside of your 9-to-5 but weren't able to turn it into a highly profitable business because you had missing pieces to the puzzle or simply didn't know where to start. Is this only about money? No. This is a protocol that allows you to turn your knowledge into a product or service that businesses in desperate need of. In the process, you will make a lot of money. It's a win-win for everyone, right? There's no question about that. Starting and scaling a freelance business is a maze if you don't have a proper framework. It took me months to figure it out. Months and months. But today, I know exactly what it takes to scale a freelance business from scratch and take it to a multiple six-figure business. And I've boiled it down into the process you crush it with rapidly. Important to note, I have helped other students achieve this in a timely manner. Osh, for example, before he was making $0 trying for multiple years. After working with me, he's 20K cash collected in about 60 days. It's fascinating, right? And you can watch the interview here. So I've succeeded with my own freelancing business before embarking on this project. Personally, my best month freelancing was 23K and my best single day was 5K, along with 90% profit margins, right? So it's amazing, right? The profit margins that you can run with, super lean business. This is why I'm the right person to illustrate this process I've created through my personal experience. So prior to starting this freelance business, I worked a 9-to-5 as a telecommunications engineer, earning about 4,000 a month. And this was with a lot of overtime, right? So long hours, cold weather, a non-scalable job, reporting to bosses, and no freedom whatsoever. So on August 1st, 2022, I decided enough was enough and learned a high income skill. My choice was landing pages. It seemed like the easiest one for me. A one-page website with the sole focus of driving a lead to a specific outcome. Book a call, sign up to a newsletter, purchase a product, etc., etc. While learning landing pages, I mastered the art of acquiring clients through social media. This was done through both trial and error, along with paying for expertise to fast track my success. Fast forward 180 days, I've replaced my 9 to 5 income by far and handed in my notice, leaving me freelancing full time. The protocol that I followed looked like this. And I want you to pause this for a second to just take a look. So let me explain it briefly, right? So optimize profile, engagement strategy to social media platform, then to content, DMs, landing page, so on. All of this was optimized to bring them to the stage where they get on that call with me and I close the deal, right? So why is this possible? Simple explanation: productizing your expertise with internet marketing. Here is a look at some stats this protocol has generated for me. 1.5 million impressions over this 31-day period. So 1.5 million people have viewed my tweets and my social media. So stats here. And again, this is in 31 days. So some payment stats. This is self-explanatory. It's quite the achievement. So here's a simple math breakdown. I want to show you exactly about the payments. So month one, right? If your product or service, you're charging $2,000. And for what I did, and a lot of services, to be quite honest, you can charge this easily. If you get 300,000 impressions. And again, bear in mind, I got 1.5 million only a matter of months in 1 month. Okay, so if you get 300,000 impressions and then you get a 0.00 site visit from those impressions, 0.001 site visits from those impressions, that's 300. If you get a 0.02 booked rate, so people that book calls, 0.02% calls booked, that is this stat, 6 calls booked. Calls showed, if you get 0.8, so 80% of people that book show on the call, that's 4.8 show. And then if you close only 20%, bear in mind, my closing rate is 50%. So if you only close 20, you make 1.9K per month. Now, let's go to the other end of the spectrum. So after 12 months, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and an estimation of how much you can make per month and earn that 6-figure year as a freelancer. So look at month 12, right? And this continues scaling, by the way. So $2,000 still, which you can potentially charge double that by this stage. 2.9 million impressions, 2.9K site visits, 58 calls booked from that. And this is still using the same calculations, right? Then calls showed 80%. Then closing only 20% of deals. You've just earned $18,560 in the month. And that is insane. Okay, so let's go back to this sheet. So next up is advanced explanation. Okay, so over the last decade, we've witnessed the most rapid change in education that has occurred in generations. The internet has decentralized information and knowledge, making it accessible to anyone who seeks it. As a result, universities are losing status, therefore leaving you with little edge versus the rest of the competition, simply because their methods become obsolete. This now transfers the power into the hands of the professionals, the coaches, the experts who are still studying, learning and refining their skill set. Today, we have professionals, creatives and entrepreneurs of all kinds, and they all have the leverage. This is what allowed me to collect 100K plus within my first 7 months online as a freelancer. So as an expert, we usually have some sort of edge expertise. I can help you turn that into an incredibly profitable freelance business. So onto another case study, Osh. Osh has been phenomenal, working in a marketing agency as a CRO, conversion rate optimization expert, for 2 years. He realized that he was capped on the amount of money he could make in his 9 to 5 and spent the next 24 months trying various side hustles which never returned any tangible results. We assessed Osh's existing skills and positioned him as an authority in the marketplace. This led to an explosive start on social media, pocketing him over 18,000 within his first 2 months in the program and gaining over 5,000 followers in the process. So the process was learning, applying, generating results, having unique expertise, impacting businesses positively, and building wealth for yourself is a bonus. Now, with this emergence of AI technology, we can expect to see the speed of this process ramp up even further. It's insane right now. Anyone with an internet connection and a laptop can educate themselves for decades now and stay on top of the latest technological trends that take place. Freelancing has a bad stigma because people immediately think that you're competing on sites like Upwork, Fiverr, when it's actually widely profitable when you build a personal brand in front of your ideal customer. They don't think to go to Fiverr or Upwork as you're right in front of their eyes as the real expert. Also, people see it as a risk. The real risk is university, employment at a major corporation, work for centralized capitalism. That is the risk. The old way is simple: educate yourself so you can land a job that will barely cover rent, especially nowadays with the economy. Be location dependent, and then finally slave away your entire adult life while lining the pockets of the rich. People are currently spending big time and money to study for jobs that will be replaced by AI in 10 years. It's genuinely sad. And I mean that, it's truly sad. Online education is the answer to that. Continuously updated learning where you can stay ahead of the masses and be most useful to businesses. So, what type of skills are in high demand? There's a lot, to be quite honest. SEO, copywriting, email marketing, automation, data analysis, sales, web design, conversion rate optimization, UX design, video editing, and that's just to name a few. What skills do I have? You probably have Excel, websites, PowerPoint, sales, communication, project management, CRMs, and this is exactly what I have. And to be honest, if you don't have any of these, don't worry. Think about what you do in your 9-to-5 job. Think about what you do in your side hustle at the moment. I guarantee you can monetize it. So this is a list of what I currently have. So you're a skilled person with Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, right? This is the example. You could create an audience around sharing tips on that particular skill, showing business owners and employees how they can save time with formulas. So I've an absolutely fascinating example here, and it's Miss Excel making 2 million per year from Excel tips, helping people with Excel. It's, again, a fascinating story as a freelancer. So that's truly the possibility that you can get to. So another example is a no-code automation expert. Learn a tool like Zapier, which can automate repetitive tasks between various applications. Luke, the Zapwiz, I will show you him. Here he is, a good friend of mine now. Has done a great job branding himself online and makes 20k per month selling the implementation of these automations services using Zapier, right? This goes for anything. The concept is extremely simple. You find where your ideal customer pays. You then post valuable content about your product or service that relates to your ideal customer. The ideal customer then sees you as an expert and is willing to pay you for X service or product, and pay you 10 times as much as Fiverr or Upwork would because you're that authority. So my offer for you to reach 8k per month rapidly using my protocol: skills assessment. We will look at your skill set and determine where the market needs you the most. Niche selection. If you don't have a niche, we'll find niches in which you'll have the most leverage in. We'll then use our niching framework to dial in your ideal niche and figure out exactly what problems we're going to solve for that niche. If you have a niche, we will refine your niche with you and dial in your market research to make sure you become an expert in that niche you're already selling in. So, offer creation. If you don't have an offer, I'll craft the offer with you to make sure it's a no-brainer and it actually solves the problems the niche is currently dealing with. If you have an offer, I'll sit down with you and refine it to make sure it's a no-brainer and easier to say yes to. Landing page and VSL. If you don't have a landing page and a VSL or a video sales letter, I'll show you how to create one and how to structure it. I'll write your landing page headline for you. I'll show you how to write the VSL, and edit it after to make your first one. And I have guides for all of this, exactly step by step for your landing page, exactly step by step framework. Combine that with the AI and ChatGPT knowledge and learnings that we give you, and it'll be a walk in the park for you to create all this. If you have a landing page or a VSL, I'll audit your current funnel, see if there are changes we can make, rewrite the exciting headline, and script and help you make the messaging more appealing and clear to your niche. So, writing content that gets you deals. If you are not posting on social media already, I will show you exactly how to write content that goes viral and lands inbound leads. I will also review your content every week and give you direct feedback on where to improve. If you're not closing deals, and this is in regard to sales, I'll look at your script and sales process and help you iterate it. I'll audit your sales calls and see what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. I'll role play sales calls with you and give you direct feedback on what needs to be improved. If you're closing deals already, I'll help you turn that process into a training strategy so we can start someone training to eventually take care of that role. Onboarding and fulfillment. I'll help you put in place my entire onboarding system and fulfillment process to make sure your clients are happy and you can get them good results. Now, when it's time to scaling, I'll show you how to create streamlined SOPs to make the training process smooth. I'll also help you hire and train people so you can slowly start outsourcing and remove yourself from the trenches of the business. If you feel like you're a good fit, please book a call below, fill out the form, and let's see how we can help you. We're extremely picky with who we work with, so please fill out that entire application when you do book. So here's an example of a student that's in, and bear in mind, Joseph Ikuma here is 17 years old, right? So he said, closed him, got him a down payment. You're a legend. How much? $1,200 down payment, right? So you can imagine how big this deal is in the long run. So he said, thanks, Mike. I couldn't have done it without your guidance, honestly. So much clarity since I got into the program. Can't wait to see where we are by month 2. Amazing. So these are some screenshots of another student and it's truly fascinating. So Velo Batter, hey guys, first win for me here. Close the client for custom coded Shopify page. 2,500 deal. For his first win, his first deal, 2,500. And again, he just reached 400 followers at that point. Just absurd. And he said, let's see if we can reach 500 today. He did. He absolutely smashed it. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. And I want you to apply by booking a call below. And I look forward to speaking with you. Thanks very much. Mike, take care.